Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good? I have been kind of a hopeful believer that this whole entire series was going to end pretty good, and it didn't. The battle didn't end the way that I necessarily expected it in this week's of the Twin Princesses, but I'm not gonna take it away from him and say this whole entire season was bad at all. Like there were some things that genuinely made me want to not only see more, but have like a better understanding of where the story itself was going. Uh, and now that we have like confirmation that the people who are going to make it out of here are kind of present, it makes a lot of sense that all the characters building up to this point really did something that they wanted to for not only themselves but for people they cared about, and that's kind of been always the theme, right? Not to be selfish, but to throw yourself at every single situation and try your best for everyone, um, regardless of how hard that actually is to do. It seems like these characters always never had a problem pushing that boundary for whoever it was they were meeting with or trying to help at the end of the day. So I like that that still was present even at the end of the whole entire episode here, where it feels like this is probably the true definitive, like, final episode of most of this stuff. Because if you really think about it, the only thing to really happen now is would be Lord Shishomaru and Inuyasha fighting because he got locked away in like the stone or something, like there's not a lot of other things that come with this whole situation, and you're just like, okay, now I think a whole new boss is going to show up, especially with it's called like the never changing or never ending future. So that could be a term just for them to yet again usher in a whole entire new saga with these girls. I would not be surprised. I think they have grown a decent fan base by themselves, just by who they are now, instead of needing Inuyasha, needing Lord Shishomaru, and all that stuff in the show. I think a lot of people are very curious to see where they would end up. Are they ever going to be in a position where they're having kids? And the sacrifices of the people that were made to get to this point also really do speak volume to this show not like holding back. Riku going out the way that he wanted to, protecting someone he loves, is probably the best thing that could have happened for that character, especially not really having all that much of a um, story plot outside of being related to the main boss. I don't feel like they gave him all that much to really be that big of a character. So having his death be the way that it was probably the biggest thing for his character. Dying, protecting someone he cares about, not to mention protecting, the sister, I guess you could say. Uh, but with that being said, it's still kind of frustrating to see like who at the end of the day is probably going to wind up, um, maybe becoming something bad. Like, I don't know. It feels like there's nothing left to really talk about because the one villain that was the threat in all of this is, taken care of. Um, Lord Shishomaru has never really been that much of a bad guy ever since he's had his daughters. I mean, the worst thing he did was trap Inuyasha because he needed him trapped. I don't know, but regardless, it feels like there's not much left to do but say goodbye to these characters or prepare for another hello if they do get another season. So That being said, I'll see y'all in the final episode. I hope you're having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case might be. I am your boy. Sorry for singing the anime G, and I'll definitely talk to y'all in the next one. Peace.